You are tuned to ARP on the Accelerated Radio Network. It's 12 noon, and it's time to have lunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Bringing money talk you can understand. And now here's your host, Miss Charlene.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Charlene, and I'm happy to have in the studio with me today two gentlemen who help support small businesses. How are you, gentlemen?
Very good, thank you.
That's good. We Labs, right?
Yes.
We Labs, shared workspace. Why did you name it We Labs?
Marcus wanted to create access to information to all people, especially the underserved. He saw very early the tech wave that was coming to Southern California, and he kind of pointed to Long Beach as an area he felt most comfortable opening up, not only his business but his life, his dream.
Oh, wow.
And it was just by chance that I stumbled upon on Long Beach and We Labs, but in its origin, it's just a work evolution, allowing you to help scale your business to fruition. That's what We Labs is and what we stand for.
I love that. And so where is your workspace at? Where is it located?
We're located, our primary location through the last 2.5-3 years has been at 235 East Broadway in downtown Long Beach.
Downtown.
We've just recently expanded our imprint in downtown Los Angeles to 205, East Anaheim Street, which is more of a maker's space. We have over 15,000 square feet of
Wow.
area to kind of, give our own imprint on what small business should be in downtown Long Beach.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So in a shared workspace, and you and I talked about this, we talked about this a little bit earlier, in a shared workspace, what is the difference between an incubator and what you provide?
Okay. Well, I feel that we offer a lot of natural incubation properties, whereas most incubators, as they're set up, are based around some sort of profit module, where we offer a lot of natural incubation. We mostly cultivate a ecosystem that's conducive to, advancing and progressing your business as high and to fruition as you possibly can. Whereas most incubators are set up somewhere around some sort of profit model,
Okay.
where they take a portion of your profits, and that helps sustain the incubator as
Okay.
a whole. Whereas,
Profits or
we're
equity sharing.
members-based. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's more of an equity sharing
Right.
model.
Correct.
And yours is more of a leasing space
Correct.
model.
Correct. Where the incubation is built off the community
Well,
that's
it's like
built
you
around
said,
it.
a lot more organic.
Yes.
So
Indeed.
it just progressively happens. Iron sharpens iron, right?
Right.
Right,
We
correct.
are a members facilitated and supported group. So that's how we feel, business should be. It should be more people coming together to produce products instead of one person going at it alone and
Correct. Just
dealing
giving
with all the
instructions.
struggles. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It also creates a very natural networking for those who
Yeah.
are
Very
in the
unforced,
space.
very natural. You walk into the kitchen, one person is talking about one thing. Next thing you know, you have an answer to the solution. You've been racking your brain and should have just
Exactly.
put it out there into the air for someone else to solve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've been saying natural a lot. It's more the collaborative properties that we
Mm-hmm.
have kind of just built into our ecosystem. It's an environment that facilitates good business practices and really perfecting your plan as
Right.
you grow up. Just kind of testing your elevator speech, if you will. We have
Mm-hmm.
a lot of pitch events where people are able to perfect their idea to a potential investor or to someone who could potentially invest in the growth of their business.
I see. I
So
see.
we are that natural center for collaborative, innovative process in Long Beach.
I
Right.
like that. And so, what is your background? Like, what business were you in before this?
Mhm.
I'll start with Mike.
I ran my own SEO company, which is search engine optimization.
I'm glad you said that because I had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah, SEO. Yeah, that basically optimizes your website to be found on Google and Bing and things like that.
Oh,
So when you
okay.
search for
Search
Accelerator Radio, it'll pop up on the first page or something
Okay,
like
so
that.
we need to
Yeah.
talk later about that.
Mhm.
Okay, I like that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then what was your plan?
I'm originally from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I came to California about 3.5 years ago in February 2013, and I met Marcus within the last week that he was at the original location, which was
Okay.
on Pine and Broadway, and kind of been involved with We Labs in the whole growth process from the Madhouse to Pacific Tower, where we stood for 2.5 years to present, and to the growth to the what is it,
The Packard.
The Packard building, Pacific Tower, and the Packard building's a lot of P's. So-
Okay.
yes, the Packard building, which was formerly a Packard dealership, original Packard
Okay.
cars that we've converted and repurposed into a co-working space with Millworks and Central Shaw.
Amazing. You know, I like the fact that it's a collaboration from the beginning, that it's, people that came together and saw the vision through a visionary. And then now it has expanded so that the people that you bring, I am a personal believer that it starts at the top. Whatever the culture of the business is, it really does start at the top. So, and just talking to you, I can see the synergy, so that I'm sure that your workspace is very synergenic, if that's the right
Yes.
word.
It definitely has its own.
Its own
definitely has its own
synergy?
energy.
Yeah.
Synergy. Yeah.
And you feel it from the time that you come
Walk
up to
in.
the 8th floor. They say that it feels different than other spaces that they've been in. And that's, we use creativity, we use
Right.
art to kind of differentiate ourselves from other co-work spaces. It's all local artists. It's all
That's what you were saying.
visually appeasing. So if you need
Right.
that break from business, you're not just staring at a blank wall.
Exactly.
You're trying to draw a different inspiration from
Right.
what you see. And on the 8th floor, nice, beautiful views of downtown Long Beach and the harbor.
Right. You can see the Queen Mary. You can see the Long Beach Convention Center. You can
Right.
see all the shopping areas.
Right.
And the other good thing about having local artists is you're not looking at the typical artists that are have been passed away for generations. Things you
Exactly.
were raised up on. I'm glad you know these things in history,
Right.
but there's other artists out there who needs to be celebrated as well, and that's
I agree.
what we bring into.
Yeah, we
We
celebrate
Labs.
the people that you can actually interact with, reach out
Right.
and touch.
And ask, so what was the inspiration behind
Exactly.
this versus guessing, right?
Right.
Yeah,
In
just
the long-
recently we
yeah.
had. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go
but
ahead.
just recently we had a Prince exhibit, so celebrating Prince's work and impact on music here in Long Beach. So that's we try to stay relevant. We try to stay current with all that we do. So, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no problem. I was just going to say we definitely support the local artists. As he mentioned, we have art shows quarterly. We, ask artists to bring the artwork up. We show it to the public. Whoever wants to come and buy some, hopefully they get some, which they have. So it's
Hopefully you're supporting
definitely
local artists.
yes.
Right.
There's definitely a local benefit to boosting the economy there in Long Beach.
Long Beach, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, is that Long Beach is a community. The different parts of Long Beach from what I've, coming and moving there, what I've noticed is that there are all these little, communities and neighborhoods where people actually interact with each other
Yeah.
and, join forces, for lack of better terminology, to get things done. And I know specifically in the area that you're in, there's a lot of bike riding and walking and little shops and little, small businesses.
I think Long Beach was just rated one of the most bikeable cities in the states.
Also the
And,
most walkable city.
Right.
Wow.
So
If a person had to say, okay, I want to, start my business or develop my business in Long Beach, what would be 2 reasons you each would tell them that that's a good idea? Want to start? 2 reasons.
The very first and most important, I believe, you would have the support system needed. You wouldn't feel like you're doing it by yourself.
Right.
Yeah. to me, that's the most important.
That's definitely
I
important.
don't even have a second reason.
That's the most important right there. So what about you? What do you think is the reason?
I mean, taking my first, I would love to expand upon the first, but
Okay.
no, I think that is what sets us apart from other burgeoning cities, burgeoning areas in Southern California is the communal aspect of Long Beach. It's the bootstrap, devoid of capital funding that are helping the newest, most innovative products bring those things to fruition. The communal aspect of Long Beach is the draw. It is a perfect center between Los Angeles and Orange County, so location is wonderful. The weather, of course, is beautiful. So attracting small business to Long Beach is having access to some of the best, most innovative places in Southern California, in Orange County and Los Angeles. So it's a burgeoning area. It's a growing, surging
Definitely.
area of
Definitely
California. And coming to Long Beach, you would be in an international city that has the best of that Southern California has to offer. So
I like that answer. Because when I came, like I said, to Long Beach, it definitely struck me as a community, and then it also struck me as some place where if you put your roots down, you could definitely grow, and you can
Definitely could,
see
yeah.
as a business emerging.